Hey, let's recap Legend of Korra, Book 4 Balance, Episode 6, entitled The Battle of Zoufu. And this is exactly what happens in the episode, the Battle of Zoufu. Last episode we left off with Sue and her sons Wing and Wei going to assassinate Kuvira. And so at the beginning of this episode, it was a trap. So they got captured. Bummer. But they're actually captured in these pretty cool metal suits, so yeah. And then Kuvira goes over the loudspeaker and says, "Hey, I've captured your leader, so surrender to me." You know, kind of like Voldemort. Hey, I've got Harry Potter, so now join me and join the Death Eaters, or I will burn every last man, woman, and child. Which is pretty much Kuvira's threat, because she says, if you don't bow to the great leader after I've captured Zoufu, you will be seen as traitors and thrown in re-education camps. So everybody in Zoufu bows, except for Batar and his other son. And so Batar Jr. is like, "You bow to her now!" And he's just like, "I'm so disappointed in you, son. Guards, take him away!" Oh, the family is really ripping apart right now. This is just Mr. Weasley and Percy all over again. So many Harry Potter references. So anyway, before Kuvira takes over Zoufu, we get the actual battle, which was, which is basically Korra and Opal and Jinora try to resolve it peacefully. Now what's very interesting about this is you got Opal, who is an air nomad, and she's been pretty sweet since we've known her. And then you got Korra, Miss Hothead Avatar, always making impulsive decisions, and Opal's like, "What are you talking about? She was defending her city because she came with troops. We need to help her. We need to take down Kuvira. We need to help my mother and take down this person using violence." And Korra's like, "No, we need to resolve this peacefully. I'm sure that she just broke the truce and Kuvira was just defending herself. We just need to acknowledge that and try to solve this peacefully." And I'm like, I'm sorry, what alternate universe is this? And Jinora's like, "Hey Opal, you took an oath when you became an air nomad. Live up to the non-violence, will ya?" And so Jinora is acting very authoritative this entire episode, saying, "Iki and Milo, you need to stay behind and, keep yourself safe. I got this." So we got great characters from Opal and Jinora. So the three of them go and confront Kuvira, and, it ends up a one-on-one battle between Kuvira and Korra. Avatar versus the Great Uniter. And, well, Korra gets owned, basically. She's been out of sync, she's been out of whack. She gets tossed around so much. Kuvira is, very coy with her. "Show me what you got, Avatar. Is that all you got? I see you're a little rusty." And eventually Korra goes into the Avatar state and actually does make Kuvira, back down. She gets her down. But then she gets scared again as she sees the version of herself in the Avatar state that always gets her scared, and she falls out of the Avatar state, and Kuvira is able to capture her. And so Kuvira says, "Zoufu is ours!" But not before the airbenders are able to get Korra out of there, because, again, Opal and Jinora, the great characters of the episode, create a tornado, and then it, blows back all of her army. The entire army of Kuvira's forces are held back by this air storm that these girls are creating, and it's so powerful, and it's so cool. And Jinora calls for help spiritually by means of her brother and sister, who are painting art. And fun fact about this, Milo, super great artist, but, according to Opal's brother, he needs to go deeper. So anyway, Milo's really excited to get in the thick of the action. They fly in on Jinora's Bison Pepper, they take Korra, and they escape. So, unfortunately, Opal had to leave her family, but Sue's like, "No, go, we'll be okay." So obviously we're going to have to return to Zoufu at some point because her entire family got captured. But as of right now, the airbenders got Korra out of there. So the other part of this episode was Bolin and Varric, who are prisoners of Kuvira, and they're forcing Varric to work on the spirit vines, and they get Bolin to assist. And, some very funny lines with Varric as he's, working, and he's missing Julie a lot, making a lot of jokes about that. "Bolin, do the thing! I never have to tell Julie what the thing is, come on!" And, he's making some science quips with Batar Jr., and eventually he builds a bomb, and there's a timer on it. But he also has a remote. And so either he presses the remote and the thing blows up, or the timer goes off and it blows up. Either way, he wants Batar and the other Kuvira soldiers off of this train. It's kind of like a suicide thing. "I'll go down with the ship." But Bolin's like, "Are you crazy? We gotta get off!" And so Bolin gets in the hatch, and he takes Varric down, and he earthbends him down underneath the tracks, where they are safe in the vine explosion, which is, again, nuclear bomb. We're coming back to these analogies. So Bolin and Varric are safe. However, as far as Batar and Kuvira know, they did not make it. So if word gets out that Varric and Bolin are dead, I don't know what that's going to do, but maybe word won't get out. Maybe Bolin and Varric will get back to Republic City and tell everybody they're alive before any bad news starts spreading. But Kuvira wants Batar, Jr., and Julie to continue working on the Spirit Vine Explosion project, which she wants to weaponize into a spirit laser thing. But now she's totally controlled the Earth Empire. It's all under her control to dominate, to make slaves out of her people, to establish herself as the dominant tyrant, whatever the heck she wants. It's pretty much open game now. Why does no one ever listen to Tenzin? He told them not to go to Zoufu, to take her back to Republic City, and now we're gonna get the fallout from not listening to Tenzin. And we'll see the aftermath of Kuvira taking over the Earth Empire.